Hello, Karen here, Soul Symbols. I'm going to do a read for you. Okay, we've had this week Venus square Saturn, so that is the Empress and the World card. So they're in my head as signifiers. Okay, it's about abundance, beauty, relationship, love, but it's also Saturn, which is the container, the threshold, the wisdom, and the material, making plans real. Um, I saw, as I was meditating, I saw a stone staircase going upwards. I don't know where it was leading, but it was upwards, and somebody saying, "That's my line." It was very decisive, very King of Swords. Okay, decisive. That's it. That's enough. I also saw, very strange, but then not strange. It's a time of year. The feasting of Christmas, or a Saturnalia, the old, um, the original time of feasting this year. And I thought the sun stood still, let the feasting begin. Okay, so I mean, that's sort of an obvious thing. But then I saw an acorn. So the acorn is part of the death of the sun, is the holly king, dies for 3 days, then the oak king is resurrected. So that acorn is of this new cycle that's coming, that we're moving into tomorrow, beginning with our feasting. So the acorn is tiny, but it brings enormous, huge oaks. They're majestic and beautiful and provide a lot for nature. So if you have small plans, small intentions to set, don't underestimate what they can grow into. Okay. So I'm going to do a reading for you. I'm shuffling the archetype pack here to see what our overarching archetype is. And what do we have? We've got two stuck together here. All right, look, beautiful. Very Venus. This is very Venus. We've got the poet and the mentor. Okay. The poet can come in so many things. That's, you know, Venus, it's the arts. Maybe specifically for someone here that they've got intentions to publish their poetry, or a songwriter. Okay. So that can be quite literal, but also it can be metaphoric. So it can be about the poetry of our life. And the mentor is that wisdom, gaining that wisdom. So we're working under these archetypes, but that mentor can be your higher self, can be spirit, or it can be an actual person. You may be learning something. You may be learning to write the poetry of your life. The poet is also about using, the poet always uses their depth processing, their inner processing, their shadow work. You can see here. Okay, the darkness, we've got the crows here. So the poet waxes lyrical. So it could be about those cycles ending, those shadows that you're working for. You may be working with someone to help you with that shadow work. And talking of shadows, I have the Book of Shadows here, made by a friend. She does beautiful bespoke books. So I'll put her link in her Instagram link in the bottom. So yeah, the mentor. So it may be that you will find your mentor. There's something coming in my head. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. Okay. So you may find someone appearing who can help you with whatever your plans are for the year, whatever the work you're doing, your inner work or your outer work. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull all the cards, and then I'm going to read from them, okay, in one shot, more or less. Okay. So we've got Earthcraft here. We're in Capricorn season. It's Earth. So yeah. And that mentor can also be the energy from Saturn. Saturn teaches wisdom. He can be harsh sometimes, but yeah, he does teach wisdom. So what wisdom have you learned What have you learned? Okay, I'm going to lay the 4 out. There we go. The shift. Got cards upside down. The birch. Plant seeds. It's very New Year, isn't it? Forest tears. Release. Okay. Let's get the others that I want to pull. I'm going to face these down. So let's have a hope you all enjoyed your Christmas day. This read I'm doing on Christmas Eve, hence why I said the day of feasting. Yeah, I was reflecting on Christmas this year. So let's, right. So tomorrow, I chose the Muse Tarot. Interesting with that poet there, the Muse Tarot. You know, because it's very Venusian, the Muses. So yeah. Oh, so the shift, it literally is what it is. Okay. It's a shift. We are shifting in so many ways. I expect your life is shifting in many ways. We are shifting from one year into the other, one season into the other. We are shifting, you know, we're shifting from autumn Sagittarius into winter Capricorn. We're shifting into the light emerging. So the solstice, we are shifting astrologically. There are massive shifts in 2026. Okay, huge shifts. So yeah, and personally, you need to fit it as it fits what is shifting in your life. This is what spirit is asking you to reflect on. You know, the leaves here, what is falling away? Something is falling away for you, and there's metamorphosis here with the butterfly. We've got the seasons here, a change of seasons in the card. Okay, summer to autumn here. So what is shifting for you? Have a look at that. The birch, the silver birch, it's a beautiful card. And the birch was often used for healing. So there's a sense of healing coming here with the birch. And this can be that, you know, we have we have a shift coming, but there's a transition time with this shift. Okay. And this is it. It may be healing. So if you're finding the times very difficult, know that there is healing coming for you here. And then we have the plant seeds. So this is like the new moon cycle, isn't it? It's beautiful, that picture. I love the integration of these cards, that sense of our connection to the earth. When we're planting seeds, we're growing. And I spoke about the oak, okay, and the acorn. This is getting rooted down, it's growing into something big, and it's, you know, this is in our life. And it grows in the dark, it grows in the shadows. Okay, so plant those seeds, but just make sure they're seeds that you can commit to, things that you can commit to, and then you won't have that disappointment. I mean, we all do it, don't we? I do it all the time. uh, uh, I plant, you know, I have big intentions and then realize I can't fulfill those things often. But it's okay to think big and plant lots of seeds, but no, not all of them will grow. But it's that interconnectedness, knowing that those seeds are going to move. So this shift I see is the staircase, that picture of I'm drawing my line, that threshold. I'm drawing my line. I'm moving on. I'm healing. I'm planting something new. Okay. And then we have the forest tears. Okay. So yeah, that sense of when we plant anew, it's often as we plant, when that seed comes through, it loses its form. And then we have those tears. I mean, we've got the birch and the healing. There's healing properties in the birch. So that sense of, you know, release. We have healing, we have planting, shifting, healing, planting, releasing. So it's releasing those old cycles. We're talking about a huge cycle we're going through at the moment in every way. Okay, so let's have a little bit more of a look. We have healing energy. I mean, really. Okay, that healing energy for you. It's very womb like. That's more cosmic wound. We have joy. Yeah, joy. Past, present, and future. Yeah, this is our karmic cycles. We've crossed the threshold. We are moving on. We're in the present. We're always in the present. In some respects, the past and future don't exist. It's only the present and abundance. Look at that. Beautiful abundance. That's that Venus energy. Okay. So as you release, you're going to be giving more room. You're going to be making way for this abundance. Yeah. So that poet I started with, the archetype, it is that poet who recognize, you've got a poet heart if you're recognizing the shifting within you and people around you and globally, really. And that healing, part of the healing of a poet is to write, is to communicate those beautiful things. Plant the seeds, release, and it's a release of a work. This might not be inner work for you in that sense. It might be this process of outer work. There's joy in it. There's joy in that process. However, your poetry is coming out, might be coming out at work, within your home, a project. You might be a poet or an artist, but it's that real sense of the joy you get as you heal through your word, through your craft, through your art, through your projects, through your creativity. Plant those seeds. This is where you may need, or we may need, to really plug into a higher self spirit or a mentor. If there's practicalities, you might want to take up a mentor to help you there. And that abundance is going to come when we release. Okay, let's have a look at the tarot. Yeah, look, the shift, healing energy, and death. Okay, ending. Death card's been coming out a lot. There's big karmic cycles ending here. Seven of inspiration is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so that's that. Not always a easy energy, but it's an energy of standing your ground. That picture I had of someone going up a staircase going, that's where I draw my line. Okay, it's the point of drawing in new inspiration, new vision. Getting your new seeds. When something dies, it releases seeds. The sunflower dies and releases seeds, and thousands of them. So it's often through that death of a cycle, that shift, and the healing that brings, that the seeds are going to be released there. Yeah, and then Queen of Swords. I talked of the King of Swords. That I draw my line. That's where I draw my line. Very King of Swords energy. I felt very decisive action. Queen of Wands. Yeah, she'll draw her sword, she'll cut things off, but she does it in a way that is nurturing. So she may be nurturing her creativity, nurturing her family, nurturing her job, her career, whatever it is. That sense of creativity. She's watery air, she's quick minded. Okay, so draw on that energy when you're planting your seeds. Cut off the things that are detracting from your joy, from your creativity, from your movement forward. This cycle. Release. It's hard sometimes, well, sometimes, often, especially if we're asked to release big things. And look, The Lovers. So this is, yeah, this is the yin and yang coming together. Okay, the Lovers. It is that sense of alchemy, that sense of bringing two things that are polarized together. So I mean, endings and beginnings are polarized, aren't they? They've got that polarization to them. So let's have a little more of a look. I'm gonna pull some of the Rider Waite. What do we need to have a look at here? We've got planting seeds, past, present, future, the Queen of Voices. She may be, yeah. Let's just have a look. Bring some more what that wants to come. Energy, wishes fulfilled. Okay. We've got a lot of strong energy here. Yeah. New beginnings. Yeah, look at that. So we've got the three of wands. It's Aries energy, initiation. It's actually the sun in Aries, so it's that visionary energy. It's having the passion, the vision, the inspiration. Okay, and this is where the shift comes, where the healing energy moves in, and where the endings happen. The death happens. We can let go of those things that are keeping us from that visionary energy. Okay, it's really powerful energy. And here with the birch, which is healing, the joy that is coming, that is a transformative energy. And the seven of inspiration, the seven of wands, standing your ground, holding it. It's what may have to happen. Sometimes when we end anything, it can be ending a habit, the end of a job, the end of a relationship. There's always that temptation to go back on that decision, that line you've drawn. Okay. The seven of wands is hold your ground because it's vision again. This is the king of wands. He's got mastery over his passion, his desire, his fire, the fire in his belly, the south wind, the southerly direction, which is fire. He's master over it. Okay, he contains his vision, he sits with his vision, and he works with his vision. It's a very strong energetic there. And what's interesting, this is Christmas Eve. I've been working on the next astrology video, and it's called Capricorn in the Furnace. Okay, and it be out next Monday, I think it is. But this King of Wands is that he's holding the fire, he's managing the fire, he's fueling it, he's containing it, and he's doing whatever he needs to do with it. He's cooking his stew, or he's um, putting all the ingredients in for his creative vision, but he's bringing vision into place. He's a visionary leader. Some of you might be being called that way into some form of leadership or mentoring. Okay. You may be, yeah, you may be being called to that mentoring. Stand your ground. Okay. There'll be joy in it. There's that healing birch there. I'm going to have a look at the book with that birch a minute because what number is it? Number 4. Just have a look at that. Yeah, it is. The birch trees are old sacred woods that are believed to heal emotional wounds, ward off negative influences, banish fears associated with new beginnings, making them perfect energy to channel for healing old wounds and welcoming in new connections. Yeah, I was did I get that right? Yeah. So we have that sense of moving it maybe into a leadership, but standing our ground wherever we've drawn that line to protect our vision, to protect our growth and our creativity. You know, we have this going on. We have this king just draw the lines, people, okay? Just draw the lines and don't allow things to stagnate your vision. And then new beginnings, plant new seeds. And we have past, present, and future. It may be, a vision you had in the past that didn't quite work out that is coming through. That it's maybe time again to pick up and develop. Okay. And then the Queen of Voices, the Queen of Swords. Again, she's got the crows there. She's got the ravens there. So, we are talking about cycles. We're talking about things that need to die, need to go. Okay. So cut off. You don't have to be cruel or harsh about it, but cut off, end the things that are not seeing your soul growth. That's the most important thing, is the soul growth. Okay. So cut that off, because it's the potential. I always speak of the full, everybody, it is the beginning, but it's not the beginning in the material. It's kind of like these hidden seeds. It's like the acorn. The fool is that seed. I always call him the seed of all potentiality. He is what can grow. He hasn't quite stepped off the cliff into the world in that respect. Okay. Plant the seeds for that new beginning, whatever that new beginning is, just plant them. Okay. Cutting off, it may be things or people or memories or wounds. Okay. We got the birch, that healer for new beginnings. Cut it off, start anew. Okay. And there's a sense with, when I say cut off, I mean cut off the energy that drags you down. Okay. Integrate it, alchemize it. I should pull an alchemy card to finish. And then the forest tears. Okay. The release. We've got the release. We've got the abundance that's coming. Three of Pentacles to me, that's that co-creation. We are creating with spirit here. Okay. In the Lovers, that's our alchemy. And then we have that emotional abundance and stability that's coming to us. I mean, it's beautiful. They're really beautiful cards. It's a lovely reading and very apt. Oh, not reached my cards. Oh, my table's a bit wide. Okay, let's have an alchemy card to finish us off. But think of that empress, that empress, that abundant, beautiful energy. Okay, Venus, beauty, arts, fertility. It's all those gorgeous things with the world, which is the ending, but it is the production. It is the manifestation of all that is coming. If we, you know, co-create with the universes, and nature never stops creating, does it? Right. Let's have a look at the alchemy card. What alchemy do we need to? And I'm pulling it because we got the Lovers there, which is a real. Oh, look. Spirit speaking very loud. Okay. We've had the Death card. I've spoken a lot about cutting it off, shifting, healing, releasing. Mortification is the breakdown. Could be that you've actually had that breakdown in terms of whatever you need to cut off and put aside. It's not very nice for you, but mortification is decomposition. You can't put it any nicer than that. Okay. But the thing with decomposition, again, I mean, if you look at this, it's what's decomposed in the earth that nourishes the new seeds that you're planting. Even if it's us in the earth, after our lives, we break down into beautiful nutrients for the rest of nature. Oh, my glasses fell off. So it's that sense of allowing things to decompose. It may not be that you have to have a sharp cut off, but notice over this period, as we shift into 2026, and there's no, New Year's Day and we got to start anew. It's a period of time. Okay. I look at it as the Capricorn season or the winter. The winter is, especially the beginning of winter, it's where everything dies. So you may not have to cut things off, but allow the process of noticing what doesn't hold your passion, what is not working, what is preventing fertility in any way to your spiritual work, to your creativity, to relationship, whatever, and allow those things to naturally decompose. Okay. If you're struggling with feelings, you're struggling with emotions, just ride them. Okay. Have the forest tears, ride them, because they will decompose, and they'll provide nutrients, they'll provide wisdom for something new. So we end our year talking about decomposition, mortification, but it is a beautiful thing, because that death, that ending, the death, look, we're bringing beauty, we're bringing newness, rebirth. Okay, we're bringing rebirth, we're bringing abundance, fertility, joy, vision, and the rest of it. Okay, we're becoming poets in our own way. Okay, and they're the archetypes overseeing our mortification, the decomposition of the things that are not bringing new creation into our life. I'm going to leave it there, or I'll go off on one. Okay. All right. Have a lovely new year. If you celebrate New Year, have a lovely reflection, party, whatever you do. Enjoy it.